Hello and welcome to our Crossover Health Cardio Level 1 workout. Just as a reminder, these classes are meant as guidelines. That means you can always modify any of the available exercises. You can always choose to skip an exercise. And you can always choose to pause and come back. This workout is our cardio class, so everything is going to be for time. And what we have provided for you is a timer in the top left-hand corner to follow along with. Every time before I start the timer, I will give you a countdown, 3, 2, 1, go. And as the timer winds down, I'll let you know as it's ending with a 3, 2, 1, rest. Otherwise, you're just following along with the videos and listening to my coaching cues for you so that you know what to look for in the exercises, what you should be feeling, and how to perform them correctly. For this workout, you do not need any equipment, but we do recommend that you have a space that's about 8 by 8. I recommend if you can do a jumping jack or a plank, you should be good to go. Make sure you have a setup for both ground and standing exercises. We'll start with our warm-up. We're going to start with our sideline thoracic sweeps. We're going to do 30 seconds on each side, so one side at a time, and we will be on the ground for this exercise. You can see in this video that we start out with our leg on a foam roller. However, if you don't have a foam roller, you do not need one. Again, this is a no equipment class. You can just go knees together and bend both knees to about 90 degrees. Starting on our first side in 3, 2, 1, go. Make sure your top arm is brushing the ground. I like to pretend I have a paintbrush in my hand and I'm trying to paint the world's biggest rainbow. It's important to prioritize keeping the knees together and pressed to the ground or the foam roller, rather than getting your arm and shoulder flat to the ground as you open. That will come the more that you work on this, and you should feel a stretch through your chest, upper back, and middle back. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Go ahead and switch sides here. Just flip over to the other side. We'll start in 3, 2, 1, go. Same thing on this side. Prioritize keeping the knees flat into the ground. Draw the world's biggest rainbow with your top hand. And as you open, your eyes follow the hand that's moving. You should feel the stretch through your chest, upper back, middle back, and maybe some through your lower back and hip area. Remember, eyes follow, and your goal is to get the shoulders flat. 3, 2, 1, and rest. We'll go to our next exercise, our cat-cow, for 30 seconds. For this exercise, we're in a quadruped position. That just means hands and knees. And we're going to arch and round our back for 30 seconds, starting in 3, 2, 1, go. As you do this, you're trying to move everything from the base of the spine, starting at the sacrum, up into the neck, our cervical spine. So it's important to include the eyes with this movement. As you arch, you look to the ceiling. As you round, you look to your belly button. And I do recommend that you keep your toes to the ground here just for balance and stability. However, if it causes discomfort in your knee, you can release the foot and go laces down. 3, 2, 1, and rest. We'll stay in our quadruped position, hands and knees, for our quadruped T-spine rotation. We'll do 30 seconds on each side, so one side at a time. Hand goes behind head. Keep your standing arms straight. Starting here in 3, 2, 1, go. As you do this, your eyes follow the elbow as it moves up and closes down. Your hips, knees, and ankles should all remain still, and just your upper back and chest rotate with your eyes following. We're working on mobility through the upper back or thoracic back, everything between the shoulder blades. And you should feel a slight stretch through the upper back and shoulder. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Switch sides, starting in 3, 2, 1, go. You might also feel some stretch through your chest as you do this, and you open up and rotate to the side. We're stretching all those muscles, working on range of motion. And you can get an even bigger stretch if as you open, you give a big inhale through the nose and then exhale as you reach the elbow back across towards the wrist. 3, 2, 1, and rest. We'll go standing next for our skips. This is just one to increase the heart rate, get the blood flowing a little bit. You do not have to jump in place for the skips. You can choose to march, which is the same movement just without the hop at the bottom. We'll start here in 3, 2, 1, go. It's opposite hand and knee. Bring the knee up as high as you can. Don't forget to pump the arms. And if you're choosing to do the skips, you're skipping and hopping off of the ground, make sure you're on the balls of your feet so that we can work on quickness through your steps. Blood should be flowing, heart rate increasing, noticing these changes. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Okay, now we're going to review our circuit. So this cardio circuit is 4 exercises. Each exercise will be 30 seconds, and we give you a range here. So remember, we want these workouts to be personalized to you, whether it's whatever you can tolerate today, whether it's whatever you have time for today. We understand that some things can get in the way. So for this, if you do 5 rounds of these 4 exercises for 30 minutes, you're dedicating at least 10 minutes to work on your cardiovascular health today. Anything beyond that is excellent, and we recommend no more than 15 rounds. I do promise if you do the 15 rounds, it goes by much faster than you think. We have our cross connect march, which is going to help increase the heart rate. It's a little bit of a core exercise as well. Then we go to our jumping jacks for 30 seconds to increase the heart rate, our push-up taps for 30 seconds to increase the heart rate, finishing with our lateral line hops for 30 seconds. Now this is a cardio workout, so all of our exercises, first and foremost, are meant to increase the heart rate. However, you'll be feeling different muscles as you do that. So I'll remind you of what those may be as we go through. I'm going to take you through 3 rounds of this circuit. It is your responsibility to pick how many rounds you would like to do and to continue on to complete at least 5 to 15 rounds. We'll start with round 1. Cross connect march for 30 seconds. Stay nice and tall. You're reaching your elbow across towards your opposite knee. Starting in 3, 2, 1, go. As you do this, you want your standing leg to stay as straight as possible. To do this, you're going to put your weight through the back of your heel and stay nice and tall, making sure you rotate your elbow across towards the knee, but not crunching too much. Over crunching will round the back. Also be mindful, you don't want your elbow to violently bounce into your knee, so just a gentle tap. 3, 2, 1, and rest. We'll continue on to our jumping jacks for 30 seconds. For this exercise, you do not have to jump either. I know that can be an issue just space-wise, joint-wise, movement-wise. You can choose to step through these instead of jumping. We'll go for 30 seconds here, starting in 3, 2, 1, go. As you do these jumping jacks, you're going to feel a little bit of a stretch through the shoulders and the arms, just because you're going overhead, and you're staying on the balls of your feet as you do these, again for quickness. If you do that, you might start to feel some calf muscles, the lower part of our legs fatigue. That's okay, that's normal. Same thing if you're stepping. Nice and light, balls of the feet. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Continuing on to our push-up taps. This is our only one for this program that involves ground work. Push-up taps, you're in a push-up position. You keep a nice flat spine, and we're going to tap hand to opposite shoulder for 30 seconds, starting in 3, 2, 1, go. As you do this, hands should be underneath the shoulders. Feet, my trick is the wider the feet, the easier it is to keep your back flat, and the less likely you are to rotate. You also want to think about tucking an imaginary tail between your legs. This is going to create a position through the hips that allows you to use your glutes, the butt muscle, and our abs. It's really important to do this so you don't feel your lower back. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Last one for our first round is the lateral line hops for 30 seconds. For this, you're going to picture an imaginary line front to back, and you're just going to jump from side to side for 30 seconds. Starting in 3, 2, 1, go. As you do this, you're staying light on the balls of the feet. And again, if you're not comfortable jumping, just step through these. You do not have to jump. In the video, the hands are on the waist. However, you can do whatever's most comfortable. Hands out in front, hands to the side. We just ask that you do this at a pace that's best for you, staying nice and controlled, and you're trying to stay in one spot over the same line the whole time. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Continuing on, we'll start with round 2. Remember, pause if you need to grab water, pause if you need a break, and continue on after. We'll start with our cross connect march for 30 seconds. Opposite knee and elbow, starting in 3, 2, 1, go. As you do this, stay nice and tall. Get that knee across. Rotate through the chest, but keep the hips facing forward. Full contact between knee and elbow. And remember, stay long through the spine. Standing leg should be straight, standing foot should be flat. Knee stays on the same side of body. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Onto jumping jacks for 30 seconds. Starting here in 3, 2, 1, go. As you do this, if you're feeling shoulder discomfort, instead of reaching your hands overhead, you'll start with your hands out in front. So the rule with any type of jumping jack or jumping jack variation is hands and feet move together. So if your feet are together, your hands start in front together. And as your feet open, your hands open to the side together. And you continue in this pattern. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Now back to our push-up taps for 30 seconds. Starting here in 3, 2, 1, go. If you're struggling with this one either because of wrist limits or it's just really challenging, what you can do is elevate your hands. So if you go hands on a kitchen counter, a coffee table, a kitchen table, a desktop, any item that allows you to lift your hands, change the angle of your spine, that is also stable enough to manage your body weight, you can use and go through the same movements. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Back to the lateral line hops, 30 seconds here, starting in 3, 2, 1, go. Nice and easy, pick that imaginary line, stay over that line the whole time. Remember, hands can do whatever's comfortable, and you can always step through these, you do not have to jump. You will feel the muscles in the lower part of the leg through the calf with this jumping and staying on the balls of the feet. Also stay tall through your upper body. 3, 2, 1, and rest. I will take you through this next round, round number 3, starting with the cross connect march. 30 seconds starting in 3, 2, 1, go. Remember, we're staying nice and tall. Elbow rotates across to the opposite knee. That knee stays on the same side body. So if it's my right knee, it doesn't cross my midline towards my left side. It stays on the right side of my body. As you do this, you'll get a little bit of those external abs, the abs that run along the sides of our upper body. And these are important for rotational movements. Keep standing legs straight. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Onto jumping jacks for 30 seconds. Starting here in 3, 2, 1, go. Remember, you can step through these, or you can adjust the hand position instead of overhead to be out in front. Nice and light, working on quickness. And you want your feet to be so soft and quiet when you land that if you're in an apartment building and you have downstairs neighbors, they don't even know you're working out right now. 10 more seconds here. Nice and light on the balls of the feet, soft landings. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Onto our push-up taps, 30 seconds. Starting here in 3, 2, 1, go. Remember, you can always elevate the hands here. The wider the feet, the bigger the base, the easier it is to keep the back flat. You want to pretend you're balancing a cup of water on your back, so the hips and shoulders need to stay stable, and you're keeping that tail tuck. Imagine you have a tail, tuck the tail between your legs. That is a hip tuck. It's really important that you keep that so you don't use your lower back. You can also think about drawing your belly button to your spine. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Okay, lateral line hops, 30 seconds, starting in 3, 2, 1, go. Balls of the feet, nice and easy, side to side, staying tall, and hands are wherever is comfortable, on your hips, out in front, to the side. We're just staying loose, and if at any point you need to step side to side, feel free. I know the calves, the lower part of the leg can get pretty tired here. Same thing with the feet. 10 more seconds, keep it up. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Okay, you are more than welcome to continue going on to either 5 or 15 rounds. This is an idea of what our free classes calendar is. So if you enjoyed today's workout and you're looking for more options, please look at crossoverhealth.com/classes. You'll find the most live and updated list of our classes available here. Currently, we offer 2 bodyweight HIIT classes, 2 yoga classes, 2 resistance training classes, and we offer a Qigong and posture fundamentals class. If you have any other questions regarding our fitness program, or you're interested in personal training, one-on-one training, you can always reach out to fitness@crossoverhealth.com. Remember, practice good movement. So these workouts are great to start, but you should be doing more than one of these a week, especially if you're doing an abbreviated, shorter version. Make sure you get lots of water, lots of good food, lots of good sleep. And if you're in one of our existing programs where you track your movements, remember to track these as your minutes so that you can really see how much activity you get every week. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed today's class. If you have any questions, remember you can always reach out to fitness@crossoverhealth.com, and we hope to see you in one of our classes soon.